2, 1!
The Great Christmas Light Fight is on! Ho, ho, ho!
Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake just as fast as you can. Roll it, pat it, mark with me. Put it in the oven for my baby and me. And I'm gone. Patting and a baking, I'm gone. Shaking and a quaking, I'm gone. Rocking and a rolling, I'm gone. Rubbing and a stomping, I'm gone. Gone, 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 gone.
Oh, wow. Man, tomorrow is October 1st, and I'm out of shape. Good thing I got this book called Twinkle. It's really refreshing my mind on how to decorate for Halloween and Christmas. And there's no better time to be decorating for either holiday because, that's right, folks, we're getting closer to the season of lights. And whether that's Halloween lights or Christmas lights, I know many of you are out there starting to set up. And I am too, and that's why I'm refreshing. You can get this book if you need some tips from Amazon, or attend the mini at sea next year, and maybe you'll get one. That's where I got my copy. So, wow, you're all here. It's a wonderful evening. September 30th, tomorrow's October 1st, and it's official. The Librarian is in for another night and another episode, episode 11. And episode 11 has 12 fun years of facts, fun facts. And you're going to get a full baker's dozen tonight as I take a bite out of those years of light fight and share some really cool knowledge. So let's put the Librarian officially in. And let's have a good time tonight. We see a lot of people joining in, and I'm really, really excited to kind of kick things off. I know everybody's trying to make time. One, it's the middle of the week, school's going on, and even more interestingly, many of you are probably decorating after work. So thank you for taking the time to come tonight. I really got a fun episode for you. I'm looking back at 12 years of my favorite TV show, The Great Christmas Light Fight. And many of you watching have been on this show, or many of you watching are trying to get on the show. And before I get started, just a reminder, season 13 will be kicking off soon. We'll know in about a month what those air dates are and which families are matched up against each other. So that's exciting. Stay tuned. Look at ABC website. You'll finally see that come out. I'll try to break the news first like I've done the last 2 years. That's exciting. And then just as a reminder, if you are trying to get on season 14, just remember, put up your display, film everything this year, and have it ready because they're going back to the old way of filming, which is the same year that you will air. So don't forget that. Don't forget Light Fight's going to be coming back next year as well. And I'm really excited about that because I'm going to update the database with more facts. You know, speaking of facts, they're maintained here in this book and volume 2 over there to the right of me. And I got a lot of cool ones here tonight. So I'm going to take you through the very first episode of The Great Christmas Light Fight, all the way up through season 12, and then give you a taste of season 13 and 14. They're the baker's dozen. If you don't know what a baker's dozen is, look it up. But a baker's dozen usually means that instead of getting 12 of something, you usually get 13 or more. So nothing better than 13 Great Christmas Light Fight cookies. So let's get into it. But before I do, I want to see who's joining me. We got a bunch of people in the audience out there. Don't forget, as you're watching, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on notifications, and comment as you're watching because we're going to check in to see who's joining us tonight. And let's do that. Let me look over here on my other screen and bring up some of the folks that are in. And thank you for joining, by the way. All right. Well, my first buddy joining is the one who inspired me to do my own channel, and that's Charlie Byers from Christmas on Crestline. And Charlie's already asking a fun fact. How many folks have I tracked down from season 13? Well, I'm going to cover that later because there's not as many families, but I will say it was a little bit more difficult. I have about half of them. And they've all publicly announced. I'm not going to call anybody out today, but I'm getting there, Charlie. It's the longest it's taken me to figure out who's going to be on the show in the same year. So thanks for asking that question, and thanks for joining. And I'm glad you're back. Make sure you check out Christmas on Crestline. Charlie's back to doing weekly shows, and he usually highlights some cool products that might help you as you're doing your installations this year. So thanks for that. Oh, here's another buddy, Jordan Maywald from season 7. He's going to be featured today. You got to hang in there to see when and where and how and what. And I'm also going to break some news because Jordan has some excitement coming tomorrow at 4 o'clock Central Time, I believe. And I'm going to show you a picture a little later when we get to season 7 of what Jordan's up to. I'll just put it this way. I think it's going to go viral. I think he's going to break the internet when this news happens. So if that's not enough to make you hang in at least halfway through this show, other things will. So thanks for joining, Jordan. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, Patrick Mack from season 12 again. I know he's out setting up. He's doing 2 venues this year, his own personal walk-through display that has over 1,000,000 lights and a new Safari drive-through that he's partnering up with. So I know you're busy. I know you're repairing a lot of stuff. Thanks for joining, Patrick, and glad to have you. Let's see what else we have here. I should bring up the new commenting feature. There's a lot of new features in StreamYard that let you see the comments, but I just haven't tried them yet. Charlie, he wants to spread Jordan's word. You'll get to spread it as well next week after I break it here tonight. So that's what we're here for. That's why we do this together. All right. And Jordan does say he was putting lights up all day and he can't believe it's already that time. I know, it's already that time. All right. I have other comments in here. They're from Jordan and Charlie. I see quite a few people watching. Please comment. And I'd like to hear what you have to say, what you have to think, what questions you might have, and we can get you answers. And I want to kick it off because I got 12 seasons plus to get into and to talk about and to show you some cool highlights to bring back memories. So here's how I'll caveat this. I kind of picked some things that I thought stood out or that caused a buzz on the internet or that were highlights of the show. So if I don't have something specific, don't worry. We're only on episode 11 of The Librarian. So there's plenty of room to do that. But I will say this. I have a lot of highlight videos from every season. And if you were on the show, you're most likely shown at least 1 second in this clip and on my episode. So stay tuned and hang in there and check that out. So I want to get into season 1. And this is the very beginning, 2013, December of 2013. And if you didn't know this, I'll just give you a quick background. Brady Cannell, who's one of the executive producers of the original Great Christmas Light Fight, shared the story before at one of the expos. So go to the expos. And he also did it on quite a few interviews, including, I think, Charlie's and JR's Professional Trier show. But essentially how Light Fight came around was back in 2012, 2013, YouTube was really kicking off. And a lot of the Carson Williams video went out with Wizards in Winter, where you first saw synchronized lights, incandescent lights going back and forth to music using Lightorama. That's when pixels started coming out. So all these viral videos were posted on YouTube, and an ABC executive caught notice of it, reached out to Brady, who did work on Survivor, Extreme Makeover Home Edition, and other game shows and so forth, and reality TV series, said, hey, you think you can make a show out of this? And lo and behold, it worked out. They started Lights, Camera, Christmas, the working title for the Great Christmas Light Fight. So what you will see in season 1 is a couple of things. First, I'm going to show you the very first commercial for the Great Christmas Light Fight, at least the only one I could find, and the one and only one I could find. It was really challenging to find this. The video quality is not the best, but at least I got it. So if somebody has the original commercial in a good quality and wants to send it to me, send me a message. I'd love to have it. But you're going to see that here when I show highlights. The next thing is the very first winner of the coveted Light Fight trophy. And it came out of the state of New York, right above me here a little bit in Pennsylvania. And it was Whitestone, New York, and it was Mr. Kevin Lynch and family who blew the doors off of Judge Michael Moloney. And you'll see a clip of his winning display. And tying that back to Brady and the Great Christmas Light Fight, at that awarding of that trophy ceremony, Brady said that Kevin's son was hugging his dad and crying. And Brady said everybody started crying. And that's when they realized they had a hit show. They had a hit show, and that more seasons would come. So I think that's a cool story. Another fun fact, if you didn't know, Kevin Lynch, just a few months before, was on another TV network, the TLC network, on a house called Four Houses, Deck the Halls version. I'm going to show you a clip of that if you never saw that. And then if you want to watch it later, it's out on YouTube. And by the way, I won't spoil it, but I'm going to. He won that too. 10 grand, not 50K like the light fight, but the guy won 60 grand in 6 months. And then, you know, light fights has a long history of light shows, pixel light shows in particular, that feel they haven't been treated fairly. And I've done the analysis, they win about 30% of the time, so it's higher than most people think. But what you might not know is the very first Pixel Matrix appeared in season 1 in 2013, and that was the Blount family out of Laguna Hills, California. Another fun fact, so Andrew Blount at the time was a councilman for Laguna Hills, and then he went on to become the mayor, and then I found out he ran for governor of California. He has since left the state. He went to Texas. Now I think he lives in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and is in some other industry, biomedics or something, but cool fun fact, cool fun fact. And then we went on to another light show in the same season. Season 1 was heavy with light shows and light shows up against each other, not just 4 different kinds of displays. And that's where we have Mr. Michael Simmons out of Cathedral City, California, who had an amazing LOR show, and he's now a vendor in the industry, doing FM technology for light shows, both commercial and residential. We're going to see his display. He also moved to Texas, by the way. And then here's my little fun fact. Season 1 featured the very first family from the great state of Pennsylvania. Yes, my home state. And that would be the Macrina family out of Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. And a real fun fact about them is, besides being the first Pennsylvania family featured, they are the one and only winning family to have their trophy delivered by 2 judges at the same time. And you'll see that in the video. That's a fun one. Michael Moloney and Sabrina Soto visited their home. Is this stuff generating some ideas, some questions, some thoughts? Put them in the comments, because I'm going to show you a recap video of what I just talked about. So if this doesn't bring back memories, I don't know what you've been doing. Check this out, and let's watch some recaps from season 1. A couple of minutes, hang in there, get your questions while you're watching, your comments, and we're going to make this fun. We're going to make this fun. So let's check out some season 1 highlights. Enjoy.
The most electrifying competition of the season begins. Families compete to create the best light show in America. How many lights are on here? Over a mile. 4 miles of extension cords. I built a coat rack just for Candy King. And a chance to win the prize that might pay their electric bill. What happened? 'Tis the season. Ready? For one tremendous Battle of the Bulbs. The Great Christmas Light Fight premieres Monday, December 9th. Part of ABC's Home for the Holidays.
On this very merry holiday episode of Four Houses,
Now that's Christmas.
get ready to deck the halls with 4 totally different styles. As our holiday homeowners compete to win $10,000 for having the most holiday spirit.
And I hope you get a ho, ho, ho and a bang, bang, bang.
They'll be keeping their list of what's nice or what's naughty,
I've been a really bad girl.
judging these homes on what's chic or what's gaudy.
I don't say Merry Christmas. I say Merry Christmas.
All I kept thinking was, when can we leave?
Who will take home the prize?
My emotions are all over the place right now.
May the best house win. It's
Just like you, this is crazy, but you know so funny.
the show and I look over and I see all the kids dancing. Even Santa was dancing. And that's what this is all about. It's not just slapping some lights in front of your house. It's about getting your neighborhood involved.
Now, one of their families is about to take home the $50,000.
Michael, we're almost here. I see the lights.
Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. We made the right choice.
Come on, Santa. Step on it. We got $50,000 to give away.
Right, Dada, thank you.
You are! You are champions of the Great Christmas Light Fight.
$50,000 is yours.
Another surprise for you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Wow!
You got it? We love this. Oh, my God.
How cool is this?
All right, and there we go. And as it says, champion of the Great Christmas Light Fight. Wow, look at this, guys. We are the champions.
Pretty cool. Did you learn anything? I know I did as I was doing the research, although I kind of already had the database. But, I failed to mention Michael Simmons, is if you go watch my episode about how to get on the light fight and how to apply the whole process, it's on YouTube on my channel. I talk about the rules call. And during the very first rules call of the season, Michael Simmons realized he knew Michael Moloney and was friends with him, hung out with him. So he had to report that, and he got instead switched to Sabrina. So very interesting. The rules call actually has a purpose. The other thing I'll throw out there, the PA family, they're only about 30 minutes from me. I've never been to their display, and they're literally about 15 minutes from where my daughter goes to college. I finally was going to go last year and film it for the channel. He didn't do it. So I'm hoping he does it this year. I'm hoping he comes back, and thought it was cool. So what do you think? Any comments? You learn anything? I'm going to check in on the comments. I know I have some more comments in here since I last checked, and from new people, which is a good thing. So I want to thank Monty Small. Monty Small is joining, and instead of asking how I am, he asked how Charlie is, which is appropriate. Thank you, Monty, for joining. I hope you got that lighthouse into your koi pond, the blow mode lighthouse that we bought together at the Ohio Mini. The Slankards are in the house. Robert and Lori want to wish a happy birthday to Lori. It was her birthday this week. And what better present than to watch 12 seasons of Light Fight? If I had one of those Baker dozen cookies I talked about in the beginning, I'd give you one. Maybe at Christmas Expo next year. We heard that was just announced for July and confirmed back in Dallas. We'll see if it happens. We'll see if it happens. Thanks for joining. I know you're decorating, so glad you're out there. Who else do we got joining here? Oh, Nick Antidorme, fellow Pennsylvanian. He's listening while he's decorating. I can't think of anything better to listen to than maybe Mariah Carey thawing out of her ice cube as we're moving into the season and starting to sing All I Want for Christmas. Thank you for joining, Nick. Who else do we got here? Oh, this one's going to be appropriate. Jordan says, Robert Slanker all aboard. And what that means is Robert put a comment in. He was out setting up a train. That's going to tie into the little news I'm breaking a little later. Doug Wynn joining us. Looks like a new name joining us. And he personally knows two people, very good friends of mine in Long Island that were in the Light Fight. And what I said is true. So I'd love to know who the names are. There's a couple people in New York. I have them all down. I've been to a few of them, but let me know who you're talking about if you want to, or you can send it privately. Another past Light Fighter with a giant display, Mike Register. You might see a clip of him in one of these seasons. I can't remember which season you were in offhand, but I know it's in here, Mike. And thank you for joining, and thank you for commenting. I really, really appreciate it. And maybe I'll get to your light display this year, because I'm going to be traveling this holiday season, looking at light displays. I got a brand new drone, got some new cameras, got my new mics, and I want to film displays and highlight them. So I might be your way. I might be your way. I could easily be your way if you pay for travel. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, many people are probably running this too. Mike's waiting for storms to pass. Yes. There are storms out in the, it's hurricane season. That's starting to hit some of the areas. I hope it doesn't come in October as bad as last year. I know during Halloween last year, a lot of people put their displays up, took their displays down, put them up, took them down. So, and Monty he's glad I'm doing well. I appreciate it, Monty. I miss seeing your face. You're a great person. Nick, Doug wants to know, when will you be on? Maybe one day we'll break some news about your light display or TV shows. All right. There are other comments on here. Oh, I might as well get this one before I go on. Doug says, the Hyde family, yes, they had the blow molds going up the super steep roof. They had all the nutcrackers inside, and great display. I'd like to see it. Have not been there. And then the Tomasello family. Tomasello family did one of the very first cool gingerbread houses, and then they stopped decorating for a while. I don't know if they're back decorating yet, but they've been to some of the minis before I have, and great people, great display, and I hope to see it one day. I hope they're doing it again. Thanks for sharing, Doug. All right. Keep the comments coming in, because I want to move to season 2, because we got to move this along. We got to move this along. It's a lot of fun. I'm telling you, you're going to have fun tonight. Season 2, if you are a technology geek, you're going to really like to go back and watch season 2, because you would think with it being early, it's a lot of incandescents and in traditional displays. However, there's a lot of new technology that debuted there and a lot of big names that made it on the light fight. So season 2, 2014, the first thing I want to point out is episode 1 features the very first projection mapping display featured on the Great Christmas Light Fight. And to date, all the way up to current, there's not many of them that have been on the show. I know Charlie from Christmas on Crestline is looking to do projection mapping. It's a technology that's expanding, getting easier to do. But believe it or not, it appeared in season 2, episode 1, 2014, and that would be the Talking House, the Belcher family out of Texas. So you'll see a little clip of that. The next one for you Pixel folks out there, maybe you didn't know this, but season 2, episode 3 was a battle of the Pixel Beasts, the well-known people today in the Pixel industry. The first guy who racks up hundreds of thousands of views because of his videos, and that's Tom Betgeorge. Tom Betgeorge, at the time living in Newark, California, debuted his display. And then, and what's really rare these days, he was up against another Pixel pioneer and creator of many arches and using PexTube, and that's right, that's Matt Johnson, the Johnson family out of San Antonio, Texas. They were up against each other. Now, the interesting thing is, two giants today, they lost to a castle, the Alexander family out of Candy Cane Lane in Fresno, California area. So you'll check that out. It's really cool. That's what I want to feature here. And then, people, I talked about this on my preparing for the show episode. You want everything to be perfect. You're setting things up. And the reality is things are going to go wrong. We had some lights burned out on our display. We had some things move, some things unplugged. And you do get chances to fix in between, but it really doesn't matter. They take so much footage, they can work around it. But this one was a little tough to work around. That's because Liz Simmons in the Dallas, Texas area is the first, and to my knowledge, only family whose display caught on fire during the reveal with Michael Moloney. And you're going to see that. The fire trucks came, her service entrance cable burned up. It happened. Michael Moloney did see most of her display, and you'll see him express his disappointment not to see the rest. Not to spoil it, but she did not go on to win. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but it happened. So there are things I want to pick out in season 2. Let's watch a quick video. Put your comments in. I got some show and tell here for a little later too to break things up, but check out some season 2 highlights from what I just talked about, and let me know if you have any comments or questions, or if you remember this or something else worth noting. So let's do this. Enjoy.
December 8th, the Great Christmas Light Fight is back. Yay! And this holiday season is bigger.
Last season, there was a family that had 1 million lights. And on this season, I'll have 2 million lights.
Brighter.
If you can't see it from space, it ain't worth doing.
And more unexpected than ever before.
Live animals?
Whoa! Are you kidding me? As families compete in a series of epic light fights to deck their houses to a whole new level. Amazing! Celebrity designers Sabrina, Soto, and Michael Moloney trade off judging duties.
How cool is this?
What?
as 4 families at a time battle it out to win $50,000.
$50,000 is ours!
And be crowned the champion of the greatest Christmas competition in the country.
We want that trophy.
I want that trophy.
Sabrina hits the road first, and she's never seen Christmas like this before.
This is so unique.
So hang that mistletoe, because the Great Christmas Light Fight is on!
Ho, ho, ho! Are you ready to dance?
Let's do it, Santa.
If you didn't know that Santa and Mrs. Claus ever danced, you didn't. This is so cool.
And they get to come in to clap it down.
Count it down. 3, 2, 1. It's so cute.
We could tell that she had not seen anything like this before. She just was blown away.
What's so cool about the Pixel is that one bulb be any color you want. The opportunities are endless.
Oh, what just happened?
I'm in the middle of giving Michael a tour, and boom! Everybody's scrambling, and my neighbors are yelling, Liz, Liz, there's a fire. One of the crew members from the Great Christmas Light Fight had extinguished the fire.
It's crazy, and I just, you know what? I feel so bad for her because this is a big moment. She's so excited. I'm loving what I'm seeing, and this is a bummer. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my gosh, this is crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Could you imagine finally getting on Light Fight and then your house catches on fire? Luckily, it didn't burn down. And if you go back and watch that episode, they did a great job with it. They bring it in on the end. You get a nice, cool reveal. She has some really neat artistic ability. So what do you think? We'll check in comments in a second here, but a couple takeaways on that. First is season 1 and season 2 are the last times you'll see Michael Moloney and Sabrina Soto as judges. Sabrina got pregnant, went out on leave, and she happened to be friends with Taniya Nayak, who will be premiered in the next episode, next season. We talk about season 3. And Michael, I don't know. I never really got the story on why they let him go. I don't know if they wanted a total change or did something happen. But if you didn't know this, you can buy season 1 and season 2 and season 6, by the way, on YouTube. It's about $15 for the whole season for each one. Or I accidentally found the other day on Google Play or Google TV. Season 1 and 2 are free. Free. So go check these out. Go check out these episodes. It's that time. You can watch them at night while you're fixing pixels or repairing displays. So do that. All right, let's check in on the comments. Hey, before I check in on the comments, I know many people are setting up their displays, but you're out shopping too. All the stores are releasing things. There's a lot of cool things this year, man. Credit cards are going to go blank. I thought the Jones Auction House was taking my money. Go watch my blow mold auction episode, the Jones Auction House, to see what that's about on YouTube. But yeah, I'm out shopping a little bit. So the first thing I got, pretty viral this year, hard to get, Mr. Charlie Brown. Yes, I got Charlie Brown. He's very hard to find. Many people are finding him now, but don't sweat it if you're watching this. There's more out there. You can get them. You don't have to go to the secondary market where there's about 50 of them marked up 3 times the price already. So really cool looking mold. And light fight fun bonus fact is, like I mentioned before, the peanuts are allowed to be featured under copyright on the Great Christmas Light Fight. They just can't be up front and center on reveal night. And if you go watch my episode 6, season 11, you'll see some of my 4-foot-tall Peanuts characters. So I'll show you some other stuff I bought a little later, but say hi, Charlie. All right, let's check on these comments. They're coming in. People are having a good night. Oh, speaking of blow molds, big giant blow mold winner last year, season 12, Chris Clark out of Ohio, Batavia, Ohio. Clark's Crazy Christmas. Glad to see you're joining in. Whoa, you wrote a book here. You might have to put it in here. Let's see what you wrote. I'm curious. If anyone would like to do an internship on how to build and put up a display, learning the ins and outs of what it takes to win, reach out to him. He'll be giving away display decorations for help. Ooh, I know you reached out about that last year, Chris. I wish I could make that work. I wish you were a little closer. I would love to help out. You got a few extra choir people. You know, nobody needs 100 choir people, and I know you probably got more just hanging around waiting to get on stage. So I hope you find somebody. Take Chris up on that. Look for Clark's Crazy Christmas on Facebook. You can find him out there. If you can't get in contact, to reach out to me, and I'll connect you with Chris. He could use your help. And he talks about on his episode a little health issue. Go back and watch it. Maybe this is why he needs assistance. Plus, it's hard to set up these big displays, especially when you start getting gray like this. So glad you're joining, Chris. Doug's saying he's got some decent blow molds from Walmart and Lowe's this year, especially Charlie Brown. There are a lot of good ones this year. It's still questionable about the paint holding up long term. Be careful if you clear coat them. Sometimes the clear coat actually melts the paint off. I've had that happen. So just be careful with that. But they're getting better with it. They're definitely getting better with the molds. And there's still a few. I'm passing on a lot of them this year, but there are a few that I'm still waiting to get. And some haven't been released yet. But Charlie Byers, of course you would like Charlie Brown. You know, Charlie's a good name. You should get some blow molds. Even if you do projection mapping, you know, you can shine a face on Charlie Brown's face. Who knows? Monty agrees that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, I got someone else famous joining me. Carl, who was on the Mini at Sea, House on Hollybrook out of Texas. A lot of Texas people. And if you want to see some more, learn more about Carl's display, the House on Hollybrook, that House on Hollybrook, go watch Professional Triers. He was just on last week, and it was a good interview. A lot of great stuff. Thanks for joining, Carl. There's a lot of people on here tonight that we hang out in a lot of the other shows. Who else do we got? Oh, a season 13 contender, if you don't know the Lunar family. Brad and Candace, glad to have you. Also from Ohio, got to hang out with them, not only at the Florida Mega Mini this past spring, but at the Ohio Mini. And I know he cleared out Walmart, Lowe's. He bought all the new Rudolph animatronics. You know, there's like $2,000 there, you know, but who's just saying, a lot of stuff, man, a lot of stuff. I don't know where you have room, because wait till you see his display on Light Fight this year. We can't wait till it premieres. Thank you for joining, Brad. I know you're out there busy setting up. Slankards like Charlie too. I know you do. You probably got one. I think they were out in Oklahoma. One of the first places is where I saw them. Let's see what else we have here. I know I'm skipping over some. Like I said, Carl, hi. Chris was on Crestline. They're glad to see you on here, Chris. A few people commented they're glad to see Chris on here, because you bring great things to the community with your display, and that offer to put out an internship for setting up with rewards is awesome. All right. Keep the comments coming in. I might skip some of them, but I'll get back to them. I want to keep things along because I have these little videos in between. And we're going to move to season 3 because season 3 is an epic season because it's where Taniya Nayak, my favorite judge, and Carter Oosterhouse first make their appearance on the Great Christmas Light Fight. I'll also share, and I don't include it in the video clip, season 3 is where I actually first met Taniya Nayak because one of my neighbors was on that season, the Drellick family, and my daughter and I went to the filming. And I've shared this before, but I'm in the background if you go watch that episode, and you can probably hear me screaming. I had a really high-pitched scream, which I have no idea how to do it now. But and if I shared pictures, my teeth are as white as Taniya Nayak's. It's kind of funny looking. But we have that going on. But here's some other cool, fun things that happened besides seeing Taniya and Carter for the first time on Christmas Light Fight in 2015. Carter picks his first display, and it's a traditional display, but it's one that's so big you can't even see the house. He picks the Coon family out of Utah with their castle, and you're going to remember that one when I show it. And then when Taniya Nayak makes her appearance in episode 2, her very first display that she's featured in is Matt Phipps, who's known in the Pixel community for doing X-Lights around the world, winning Light Fight. So he appears as Tanya's first house, and it's also her first win. And I point that out because Tanya's been accused of not picking light shows. In this case, her very first show she ever picked was a Pixel light show, and it was Matt Phipps. So we'll share that. Then episode 3, this one's memorable, and it hasn't happened again since. It was the premiere of the Neighborhoods episode, where you had Lights on Jeter Bend, Carl Slater, who's involved a lot in the lighting community down in Celebration, Florida, and his community put on a big Disney display. And then you had Christmas on Comstock in Gilbert, Arizona, that did the whole street, 13 houses. They win. And even more epic is they get 13 trophies. If you want to see the most epic, outside of mine maybe, I got to be partial, winnings, you got to go back and watch the Neighborhoods finale when the trophies awarded to Christmas on Comstock. It's absolutely amazing what production did with how they delivered the trophies, brought them in, then surprised everybody and gave 13 trophies away. So we're going to see that in a little bit here. And then Carter got to go to Hawaii. I mean, I want to go to Hawaii. It's the one and only time they went to Hawaii and saw the white lights on Waikila neighborhood, which was pretty impressive and had displays all down the street, everything from traditional to pixels. Even did a luau on that episode. And then I'm just going to mention, I mentioned already, they came to the second PA family, Harleysville, PA, the Drellick family, which is where I went. So let's check out some of these highlights from that season and tell me what you like. Tell me what you hope to see. Tell me what you remember. So really fun here. We're hanging in there. We got a lot of people viewing. I'm glad you're having fun. And maybe you're working on some decorations while you're listening to me. So let's check this out. Season 3, fun facts and highlights. About 4 minutes long. Check it out.
Monday, December 7th, the Great Christmas Light Fight is on. New hosts, new holiday bling, and for the first time, entire neighborhoods go light to light. The Great Christmas Light Fight premieres Monday, December 7th on ABC.
3, 2, 1.
special television event.
Are we ready to win the Great Christmas Light Fight?
The Great Christmas Light Fight goes where it's never gone before.
That is crazy.
It's not house versus house. It's neighborhood versus neighborhood.
Welcome to Christmas on Comstock.
This is the best view ever. Bam! All of these lights go on. It goes on forever. It's down the sidewalk, it's on people's homes, on their trees, up in the air. It's literally hitting me in every direction. I'm totally digging this display.
Whew, that was so exciting. I need to take a drink. Just water, that is, but really interesting. I'm sure if you haven't remembered these episodes, you're starting to see faces that you might recognize or displays you might recognize, especially if you're in a lot of the lighting Facebook groups out there, the old forums back in the day, like Planet Christmas. And a couple of takeaways from that season after seeing that video that popped some memories in my head. The first is, did you notice they were very allowing and forgiving of copyrighted music? So a lot of TSO, a lot of other big name music allowed in there. If you go back and watch the Spaces and Places channel, when they re-aired some of these last year, they re-edited all those. So even Matt Phipps, instead of having that Disney music in it, had some generic music, and it totally changed the vibe. So that's pretty cool. Also 13 trophies. I mean, could you imagine seeing 13 light fight trophies at once? And by the way, that was the last, that was the debut of the newer trophy, not all shiny. I didn't talk about that. Season 1 and 2, you probably saw the solid gold brass base that has fingerprints all over it. They went to the more matte finish that you see in the current trophy. So pretty cool, pretty cool. You know what else is cool? My leg lamp blow mold, tabletop, 14-inch. Check it out. Now, I did make a post in one of the blow mold groups. This actually comes with the cord just dangling here. I took it all apart and modified it so it's more professional looking. Go find my post, or just try to do it yourself. So let's see what the comments are. What did you think of that video, season 3? And then we'll get into season 4. All right. Taniya's on the phone with Evelyn Quintero. Stay in touch with each other. Really? I didn't know that. Only because Evelyn had Carter as a judge. So that'd be interesting. I do know Tom Stallings, who arranged for Taniya to come to the Florida Mega Mini this past spring, and we got to hang out with her and take pictures with her and relive memories. A lot of us did. The largest gathering ever of past light fighters, about 25 of us almost, including all the family members. Got to hang out with her and Felicia Aaron White, the executive producer. So they have a lot to live up to the Florida Mega Mini in 2026, which is going to be a Polar Express theme, which ties into something we'll talk about later. But I'm going to ask Evelyn about that because I keep in touch with Evelyn. So interesting. Charlie, he's saying you're the only ever fan and contestant on the show. No, I'm sure a lot of fans were also contestants on the show. Some of the folks we're talking about, but I'm probably the biggest fan. The biggest fan. Here's a new name joining, Troy Campbell. Love the videos. Keep them informed. Glad you like them. They take a while to put together and find, and I think they're very informative, and we're trying to create that time capsule. That time capsule, that moment in time when these families, that's one of the great things about Light Fight. It's a time, if you get on the show, it's a time capsule of a point in your life filmed professionally. So it doesn't matter if you win or lose. You have this great memory of your display filmed by Hollywood people. I mean, how cool is that? Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Oh, Ryan's joining, and he got Charlie Brown too. We're glad you got Charlie Brown. Now we got to get the rest of the Peanuts characters one of these days. Let's see what else we have here. Nick saying, Taniya was a pleasure to meet. She actually complimented his sweater she made that she should buy on Etsy. If you didn't know, Nick went to, and I'm going to talk about it in season 5, Nick was in the filming of the first ever Neighbors, not Neighborhoods episode, and he was at the Peckville Christmas house, and you can see Nick in a sweater there. So pretty cool, pretty cool. And Doug remembers the Coon Castle. Who doesn't? Carter couldn't find the house. And if you went back and watched that episode, they show it. that family does major construction. They stopped doing it for a couple years and then they brought it back. I don't know if they do it anymore, but there's been a lot of castles and pirate ships we'll talk about on Light Fight, and a lot of them have won. Monty thought the castle display was awesome too. I agree. I agree. Oops. House on Hollybrook got policy violations. I'm wondering if my video is being blocked. We'll find out. We'll find out. YouTube's so sensitive on stuff that's out there, so we'll see. Oh, the U-Team stream dropped. Policy violation. Oh, I wonder if it dropped back in. You have to let me know. So hopefully Facebook's still going. That's interesting, really, for a commercial that's been out there. Oh, well, risk we take. Google and ABC aren't friends, I guess. You're probably right. Hopefully Facebook is working. We got a lot of people still hanging on and viewing, so if the stream doesn't start back up on YouTube, I'm sorry. It's the risk you take when you show old videos. Matthew Eccles is joining. He's on the Radiance of the Seas now. Got to hang out with Matt and his family on the Mini at Sea, and he's cruising again. And there'll be a Mini at Sea in February. Go check out that page, miniatsea.org, to find out what's coming. I hear you, Mike, your wife. Yeah, we know. It looks like they didn't like that part of that video. Man, they picked that up quick, that little stream. I'll have to short that down. And Jordan did confirm it did come back up. So I'll repost this. I'll re-edit it later and pull some of that stuff out that they didn't like me resharing. We're probably going to get it again then. All right. Yeah, Robert says we're back on YouTube too. And Robert and Lori aren't good at technology. So that's a cool thing that they even figured it out. Love razzing on them. Love razzing on them. All right, let's get into season 4. Season 4. And this is an interesting season because a couple things happened. First, and I'm not going to share them all. I'm going to go with episode 3 and talk about the King of Koro, the Hohensi family. James Hohensi from Boscoyo Studios now today sells a lot of Koro to the lighting community. And he filmed in season 4, episode 3. And if you didn't know this, they just had major historic flooding in central Louisiana. And you can't see it in his episode, but he shared his streets were lined with debris and a lot of houses were flooded and damaged, and they still filmed with Carter. So that ties in. But another more interesting fact, and James shared this on the Professional Triers webcast, is it seems he really won his episode, but couldn't make the date for them to come back and film. So it was passed on to the Field family in New York with their Disney display. And James corroborates this, and he shared it publicly, so I'll show it again. But that's interesting news and be the first time I've ever heard that happening. But if the family can't make dates, I guess production has to make some decisions. A little unfortunate, but that's what we heard. And then season 4 is when the first and only international family was on Light Fight. That's right, the Desario family out of Toronto, Canada. Taniya got to go up to Canada. Have a Molson. She got to hang out. She got to see fireworks in Canada, and you're going to see that in a minute. And then finally, just because I like to bring it up, there was another PA family on, the Simpson family. I said Simmons because there's a couple Simmons. Simpson family out of Sinking Springs, which is up by the Macrina family from season 1. And he did a God Bless the USA, Lee Greenwood song. So that was pretty cool. Let's check out the videos. Let's see if I get dropped again. Sorry if I do, but hang in there. Keep watching on Facebook. And we'll come back to the comments and see what you think. What you think, what you remember. Season 4, I said, right? Yes, here we go.
ABC tonight, the Great Christmas Light Fight is back. Homes across America deck out the halls.
Magic.
For the biggest and brightest competition of the season.
Incredible!
First boat, first float.
What?
And for the first time ever,
We're going international.
You haven't seen anything yet.
the Great Christmas Light Fight premieres tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
I need to tell all of my friends about
her, but that is super sweet. Everything is programmed in there. Absolutely. All the lights are. We can do whole house effects where it goes across the entire display. It was super sweet to see how the Johansies incorporated the high school jazz band into their display. It really shows their sense of community.
Didn't you get a callback and couldn't make it when they wanted to come back out to see you?
Yeah, we cannot confirm or deny that.
It was confirmed. So, yes, we were sent an email. We were supposed to be available for a certain day and be dressed in Christmas attire. And unfortunately, we had a prior obligation. My daughter at the time was in the band. That's why they were part of our episode. And, you know, they had performed at our lights. That had been the 4th year they had performed. So we either had the full band or the jazz band would perform. Anyway, I was the president of the Backers Association for the high school band because my kids were in it. And they had a competition on that particular day. And so we offered the following day. And they called us the Friday before and said, we no longer need you and goodbye. So that was it. Wow. So yeah, it is what it is. So.
Can you feel it? I'd say there's something magical in the air. It's the spirit of the season. 'Cause you know, Christmas is all around us. See what a little wishing can do?
Are you feeling inspired yet? I know YouTube dropped out in a second. I think the trick is 30 seconds or less. So I'll remember that for next time, but you get the gist of it. I think you're reliving memories here. You're seeing some amazing displays. I mean, just fantastic. Even back to season 4. Matter of fact, Steven, AKA Griswold Richburg, says there's been so many awesome displays in the US and other countries, and there absolutely have been. And I know Light Fight's been trying to go international again, and they never got the budget for it, and it's probably unlikely they ever will. Charlie was shocked too. James O'Hensey was called back. Could have been carrying around a trophy. We just don't know for sure, but he corroborated a story. And it's worth sharing that. What else do we got here? I like Brad's. I probably got blocked on YouTube for showing non-Disney blow molds. And then Troy, it's crazy days. Russian had more lights and more animatronics. There's a lot of animatronics this year. Lowe's, Home Depot, very cool, big, massive ones. They're going to have to probably get back to normal size soon because all of us are going to run out of space between all the 12-foot skellies and giant Santas. It is kind of unfortunate this year for Home Depot. They did not bring in any of the giant Christmas stuff because of the tariffs and so forth, but I was hoping to get that big sleigh. And some people are looking for more of those big reindeer. So, all right. Those watching on Facebook, it looks like a lot of you didn't drop out, so hopefully that stays. I'm going to predict it'll happen again because we still got other season to go through, and I have clips, and they're picking up on some stuff. So, and then Charlie is saying hi to Steven. I mean, Steven's saying hi to Charlie, vice versa. And then Charlie's saying hi. Say, yeah, I need somebody to run my comments. Anybody want an internship? Maybe I'll give you a blow mold like Chris is doing for his. Let's go. That's right. Let's go to season 5. Let's go to season 5, Charlie. Let's go to season 5 because in season 5, this is where we have the premiere of another epic episode, the Neighbors episode that I talked about with Nick being in the filming for the Peckville Christmas house. And if you're not familiar, the Neighbors episode is where there's two families next to each other and they could be related or not. And they both decorate and they get judged as one big house. And it was a really good episode. Again, there was the Peckville Christmas house, the Harhut family out of Peckville, Pennsylvania. I've been there last year. Go watch my YouTube video where I toured their display last year. The Light Fight Trophy even went to the display. I visited Nick's display that same night. So go check that out. We also had from, you think I would have this memorized. We also had the Pfeiffer family from Henrico, Virginia, who happens to win the Neighbors episode. I'm drawing a blank on that there. It's a really cool video, and we're going to check it out. The other thing, not so fun fact that happened in season 5 is we actually had a light fight winner. House caught on fire, not during the display, and their trophy got destroyed. Could you imagine your light fight trophy? I mean, your house too, obviously, and everything in it, but your light fight trophy got destroyed. That happened, and unfortunately did happen. The good news is the Great Christmas Light Fight team sent him a new one. They sent him a new one, so that's really cool. And let's check out season 5, and let's see if anything drops out this time. But enjoy the video here. Comment, let me know what you're thinking. We're halfway through almost, and this one's a little shorter, a little over 3 minutes, but I think you're going to like the highlights from season 5 of the Great Christmas Light Fight.
Light Fight is back, and the show that lights everyone up is doubling down.
What?
For the first time, neighbors compete together in the brightest battle yet.
It's amazing.
The Great Christmas Light Fight premieres tonight on ABC. Next week, it's a first ever Neighbors versus Neighbors competition.
Double the light!
Twice the fight!
With 2 side-by-side neighbors
Twice as much to decorate!
teaming up to create one mind-blowing display.
This brings a whole new meaning to love thy neighbor.
Plus a doubleheader home run episode.
Going!
You'll have to see to believe.
And 3, 2, 1! This display is huge. I was totally blown away by how many lights and how many figures and objects and vignettes they had. There's something everywhere you look, covering every square inch of the yards. I have light bulb goosebumps. All right, I'm dying to go in there and see every single piece you've got in there.
You're gonna be here for a long time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a late night, people. All right, let's go. Come on, guys.
covered. Whoa! I just saw how big those deer are back there. Those are massive! That sleigh is huge! And all the snowmen. What is going on over there?
That's Frosty-Palooza.
This light display was so massive. There were little moments from the left to the right. There was a village on the side. There were huge reindeer in the backside. This is a really fun display.
That was great. Can we go in there and see
Let's
it?
go.
You guys want to go see it?
I don't know. I thought season 7 is where we had the giant sled and the big reindeer at Jordan Maywald's display, but it looks like he might have got the idea somewhere else. No, it's been out there, it's been done, and it's been done great and displayed differently. That's a great thing about Light Fight. I've had questions about, can you put stuff on the show that's been on there before? Absolutely. It's how you put it together, how you theme it, how you tell your story. And there was some great stories told in that season. You know, the Peckville Christmas House and the Neighbors episode had over 3,000 blow molds. They're way over that now, and they'll be over it even more this year. And then the Pfeiffer family that actually won the trophy, they won 2 trophies, one for each neighbor. And it just so happens it was his mother's house. And if you didn't know this, his mother had passed away. So Mama Rose, they took the trophy and they display it in a chair. She used to sit out and hand candy canes out. So really cool stuff, really cool stuff. A lot of stuff. I wonder where they store this all. Jordan says he stores his in 40-foot shipping containers. I wish I had room for 40-foot shipping containers on my 1-acre property. One day, I'll just build more sheds. Hey, Devin's joining us. He's been on a bunch of the shows, joins the channel. Devin, glad to have you. Steven saying, do you think they will come up with a GOAT trophy having past winners compete against each other? It's funny you say that. The answer is they could. They've talked about a rematch episode many, many times. It was supposed to happen, and it just hasn't happened. As a matter of fact, it's ironic you bring that up. I had this stage just in case. It doesn't show much, but I'm going to show you a confirmation that somebody got, because they did actually take applications for a rematch at one point. So ready for a rematch? I found this out there on somebody's Facebook page. They applied for the rematch. So maybe one day it will happen. Charlie saying hi to Devin. He's interviewed Devin. Go watch out Devin's interview on Charlie's channel and on JR's Professional Triers channel. Nick's bringing up one I'm going to talk about a little later. Mechanical sled where somebody thought they made it. Save that thought. What else do we got? Oh, if you watched my Light Fight reunion episode, episode 10, a couple weeks ago, this gentleman, Mr. Henry Swenson, was on it, and he was also on my episode competing against me. And I've been to Henry's home. I saw his giant pumpkins he grows, and he's not doing a display again this year because it's on his parents' house. But he's chasing weather. Be safe out there, and get us some good weather footage, and let us know how you make out at the Topsfield Fair, I think this weekend. I know it's not your biggest pumpkin, but after a rough start, you got a respectable pumpkin, and I want to see how much it weighs. Uh-oh. Patrick's down with a knee injury. How are you going to put up 500,000 lights and a drive-through display with a knee injury, man? Got to enlist the family. Or get interns like Chris Clark. Hope you feel better, Patrick. Charlie's got one for me. What's your favorite blow mold that you haven't seen on the show? It's funny you say that. My favorite blow mold is the Polaron Swinging Santa, and I have both versions, the full-bodied mechanical version, and I have the one in the chimney that goes up on the roof. And they're 2 of my favorites, but they've been on the show. So I don't know what blow mold's never been on the show except for ones that just came out this year. All right, let's move on. 50% of the way. My goal is to get done in less than 2 hours, and we're 1 hour and 7 minutes in, so I think we could do it. I knew this would be a 2-hour show, so thank you for hanging in there. Let's go to season 6, 50% of the way through the history of Light Fight. And this is where Light Fight does some things that some people really don't care for, but it's a first. And that first is they finally go inside the house to look at displays and include that with part of the reveal for the outside. So some people thought that's unfair. Some people really don't care to see the indoor stuff. I think it's cool to see how everybody decorates. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. And then this is another first. This is where we saw the first neighborhoods. We saw the first neighbors. Season 6 is where we see the first heavyweights episode, and we're going to talk about that. And this is where we have We Care Park in Kokomo, Indiana, which is a bunch of elderly fellows that put together a display for their community and walk through. There's Patty's 1880 Settlement in Kentucky, which is kind of a commercial venue that decks out for Christmas. And then there's Clifton Mills in Ohio, and one of the first Light Fight trophy winners in Ohio. We're going to see that display. Over 1 million lights, mostly red and white, and it wowed Carter back at the time. And then season 6 is also when we saw our first ever All-Stars episode, where Light Fight went back and recapped seasons 1 through 5. They do it again in season 11, the season I'm on. And I'm praying that when we get through season 15, it's going to make it. It's going to make it. You're going to watch it to keep that viewership up. Season 16 is going to come out with the third All-Stars, and I know I'm going to be on it, even if it's one clip. And I hope you are too. I hope you are too. And then for giggles, the 5th PA family out of Ambler, Pennsylvania, the Yost family, down the road from me, not too far, they were on Light Fight. So let's check on the video here. Let's check on the video of season 6, and let me know what you think as we're 50% away through the history of Light Fight. Here we go.
Y'all ready to get this thing started?
Oh dear, another season is here.
It's a great Christmas Light Fight!
And just when you thought it couldn't get any bigger,
Everything's bigger in Texas.
ding dong,
Welcome to our home.
you were wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Because we're taking the fight inside
Welcome to my winter wonderland.
with never-before-seen interior displays.
Where does all your furniture go? It all goes into storage.
Plus, it's Goliath versus Goliath.
Look at this!
In our first ever heavyweight division competition.
4 million lights.
Christmas fever is at an all-time high.
This inflatable is huge.
And it's the wildest holiday season we've ever had. As judges Taniya Nayak
They love it.
and Carter Oosterhouse
That is amazing!
spread Yuletide cheer with huge cash prizes.
A trophy's gonna be right on my mantle.
So get pumped up and strike up the band. Because the Great Christmas Light Fight is on.
On Donner, I'm Blitzen. Let's start with the show. Ho, ho, ho!
My jaw was on the floor. There are so many lights here. The entire property is literally covered in a blanket of red lights with a beautiful stream meandering through it. You guys, this is gorgeous. There's lights everywhere, whether they're 90-foot trees or the top of the cupola or all the way down to the river. These guys have used 4 million lights in an amazing, attractive way.
I was not expecting any of this. My eyes are still trying to adjust to what I'm seeing right now.
Wait, there's a little bit more. You haven't seen it all yet.
I love surprises.
You're going to want to be looking at that cover bridge right there.
That is awesome. I didn't think this display could get any bigger after all of these red lights, but these guys have a light show. They're definitely taking it up a notch. I love that. That's so great. What a good feature. The light show is incredible. Not only is it synchronized amazingly well,
But there's lights that weren't in the initial display. These guys have put layers upon layers of lights. That is definitely a heavyweight contender. That was amazing. Do you guys want to go check it out?
On the Great Christmas Light Fight All-Stars Special.
If you can't see it from space, it ain't worth doing.
We're going through our first 5 seasons to bring you the brightest of the bright.
I'm in sensory overload.
As we name our all-star holiday lineup all through the night.
This is so amazing.
It's a special episode you won't want to miss.
I need to tell all of my friends out there.
Because even Santa's never seen a list like this.
When Santa needs lights, he comes to me.
That kid is right. I need to tell my friends all about this, all these amazing displays. Can you believe it? You probably forgot about half of these, just like Steven said in one of his comments. There have been so many amazing displays through the first 6 seasons. And it was really cool to see that first heavyweight, 4 million lights. I accidentally said 1 million. He also has a really cool inside museum of vintage displays. So that's really cool. Hey, speaking of vintage displays, I'm more than blow molds. I collect vintage indoor decorations too, and I just got this new one. This is really cool. It's from the 50s. It's made in Japan. I collect these little toy lanterns along with other indoor holiday stuff, and they're made out of tin. And this is a fairly rare one I just got, and it's shaped like a Santa. So takes a battery in the bottom, and then his nose lights up. I have about 2 dozen of these, all different ones, and this one just came in today. So I'm shopping. Getting vintage stuff. Has the cool litho box. Originally was 79 cents, I think it said. So cool stuff. If you're ever in town, come see my collection. I'll have it up this year. But yeah, 4 million lights, the first all-star special. The inside stuff, a lot of cool inside displays. I know, like I just talked about, a lot of us do inside stuff, and it's nice to highlight it. And just some really, really cool displays and really cool things. Speaking of cool things, we're going to episode 7. And episode 7 really is pretty amazing. And it's not just because Jordan Maywald is featured in it. If you're still listening, Jordan, a lot of things happened in season 7. Season 7 is also the hardest season to find. Nobody has it running on the streaming channels. You might find clips here and there. So it's really hard to find. Maybe that'll change this Christmas season when they rerun the episodes on some of the networks. But here's what happened in season 7. And the first one's really cool. It might not be cool if you went up against them. And I know some of the friends that did go up against them, but episode 1 of season 7, if you didn't know this, Jordan Childs, yes, Jordan Childs from the U.S. Olympic gymnastics team and gold medal winner, very famous, been on Dancing with the Stars right now as we speak. She's on Dancing with the Stars. Her family won the Light Fight trophy, so she has a lot of accolades under her belt. She beat my friend the Brewster family out of New York, who did the Broadway display where they had Rockettes dancing on there. So congrats, kudos to Jordan Childs and family. We'll see that in a minute. We also talked about castles winning a lot. Season 7 is where you see a very cool pirate ship win, and we always see in a lot of the Facebook groups about you have to have a pirate ship or a castle to win a light fight. And this is where the Torres family out of Henderson, Nevada wins with their pirate ship. So we'll see that. It's also the second season of heavyweights. So we get to see some more heavyweights. And that's where Magical Winter Lights out of Houston, Texas wins with their Chinese lanterns. It's also where we saw kind of a quirky display, Robo Lights out of Palm Springs, California. I was just in Palm Springs for work 2 weeks ago. I was going to go see his display. He still has his artwork installation up. You have to make appointments, but the city shut him down because of traffic. So that's the one with all the robots and so forth. Kenny Irwin, he's also been on some other TV shows. That happened in season 7. Then we also see in episode 4, the crowning of the youngest ever light fight champion, question mark. Talk about that later. Jordan Maywald and his family. And then Nick mentioned it earlier, he had the wrong season. Season 7 is where the blow mold community was in discussion because somebody said they created the Empire Waving Santa. So check that out. Comment as you're going. Let me know if we're still dropping, but I think we're coming back up. We still got a lot of viewers in here. We're getting there. I'm trying to speed things up along. Let me know what you think. We'll check in on the comments after this premieres, and we'll lump season 6 and 7 together. Check out highlights of season 7 of the Great Christmas Light Fight.
This season,
Where has this been all of my life?
we're going bigger than ever before.
It is massive.
With round 2 of our heavyweight competition.
6 million lights.
That'll leave your jaw on the floor.
This is amazing.
So come back and see what's behind the next door. When the Great Christmas Light Fight returns for more.
It's Christmas time.
Happy holidays.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
This tree has been here since the 1800s.
I love it. I love the colors. They're beautiful.
All right, we have 2.5 acres to show you, Taniya, so let's go right this way.
This is like Arctic land.
We actually have glaciers that we made out of chairs.
Way to recycle, reuse. So these are candy cane trees.
Yeah.
So they're 60 feet tall. You can see these from the highway.
Very cool. Their house looked like a winter wonderland. There were lights everywhere. It's not every day you see a unicorn in a Christmas display.
She is laying unicorn eggs all around our property.
It's not taken too seriously. You can see kids running around having a blast. All right, I'm getting in.
All right, come on, Reed.
Here we go. Paired with a stunning historic Victorian home. I love the juxtaposition of the two.
There is a pirate ship right in their front yard. This is right up my alley.
What do you guys think? All right. Wow. Where did you get the ship?
I made it. Took me 7 months to build it. 700 hours in
This is fantastic. We got to get up there and see it. Can we get up there?
Let's go, guys. Come on.
What do you guys think? You like it? Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Next week,
That's what I'm talking about.
our annual heavyweight special is back.
It's huge.
And it's Goliath
5 million lights.
versus Goliath.
6 million lights?
With displays so big, we had to create a whole new division of the competition.
It's incredible.
Plus, an explosive second hour.
I love fireworks.
You'll have to see
There might be more Christmas inside than outside.
to believe.
Hi, Carter.
What? I love fireworks. That was awesome. Wow, that was cool. Wow, this is a massive display. It goes all the way down to the end of the road, too. Oh, my gosh. Look at how large this is. This is crazy.
Right away, I noticed how big this display is. It must cover a few acres. It's really surprising that a 20-year-old was able to pull this together.
All the trees.
That's a moving blow mold. Is that Santa? Can we take a closer look? Up close and personal, I can see that he ended up making a sleeve for the elbow so it could stay attached and move.
Yes. He did all that by himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta see if we can emulate this guy. Santa,
Yeah, I think it's like this.
A blow mold coming to life? Who does that? Edmundo. That's who.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Nice.
Imagine if a blow mold did come to life. I have that Santa sled actually right behind me, right behind this wall. I would go grab it, but it's too big. But yeah, that caused some controversy. By the way, Kathy Rombiero, who was in that video, she's active in a lot of the communities. Her mother passed away a couple years ago. I think her dad there still around, but it was all in good spirits. I remember, when you get filmed on Light Fight, they record everything, and sometimes the judge makes a comment, and the way they edit it, I'm sure he didn't mean he created that sled. But anyway, enough about the sled. Everybody cares about Jordan Maywald, the youngest Light Fight champion ever. And, he even says, season 7, he says it. He even says, ask AI, which I did, and it still comes up with some caveats, I guess. But Charlie said, you ever chat GPT were the Tyler Horrocks and Joe Conway? Hey, they were in season 2. They were pretty young guys. They didn't win. They might be the youngest on it, but they didn't win. There's actually been younger, but I don't know. I don't know. Carl's tired. He's going to bed. He's got pixels to control. So good night, Carl. What else do we got here? I'm looking here. I'm going to switch it up. Mike Register, I agree with you. Every person that decorates is awesome. If you get a chance to show your world the lights on the Light Fight, you should apply. If you're going to put them up, apply. Do it anyway. It's been a fun experience. You get to hang out with people like us and hear good things. But, Charlie, who's Jordan? You interviewed him. That Jordan. Oh, let's see what else we got here. You serious, Clark? You serious? Hey, try Google Gemini. That might work. My Kimberly Michael says there must be something wrong with ChatGPT. Jordan, you might agree with her. And Charlie says she's right. It was contestant, not winner. So, we're picking on Jordan. We're going to move on. But before I do, I did mention it. I think the reason I figured out why I'm being dropped on YouTube, it's not because of playing potential copyrighted content too long. It's because the internet's starting to break because I gave that pre-announcement that Jordan has something exciting coming tomorrow that's going to be viral. And he tried to send me a preview video link today, and he couldn't figure it out. Am I sure the Slankards didn't try to send it to me? Because Jordan knows technology. But in any case, Jordan has a really cool premiere how-to video coming out on his channel tomorrow. And I really do think this one's going to go super viral. I gave some hints about it. It involves a train, involves the Polar Express, it involves styrofoam, and it involves something big and epic like Jordan's display. So let me show you a picture of the thumbnail of what you might expect to see tomorrow. And it's really big. It's huge. Check this out. What do you think? Jordan is going to show you how he built a life-size Polar Express train, and that is it right there. He was keeping me up to date with the how-to as he was doing it. He's created a how-to video. This thing, I'm pretty confident, is going to be an epic viral video. He even has the present box there with the bell. I told him he should have let me know he was doing this. I would have sent him my Can You Believe Polar Express bell. And he says the premiere is sometime around 4 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. So check it out, Jordan. I know it's there. You're breaking the internet. You're breaking the internet. All right, speaking of breaking the internet, if I don't move on, we're going to break it. I got to stay under 2 hours, I think, even for StreamYard to record my video, and we got 35 minutes. So let's go to season 8. Let's go to season 8. Even my buddy Snoopy, this is the new tabletop Snoopy, even Snoopy says, let's get to season 8. So they went to plugs instead of batteries. Isn't that awesome? By the way, he has a green puffer jacket. The red puffer jacket, larger 24-inch one, has been spotted. The rumors are true if you follow the blow mold community. We got to wait to see. It was in Arizona. So hopefully it makes it, it's my way. Season 8, Another heavyweight episode. This is where we had Storybook Land in Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. This is where we had Luminaria in Utah. We had World of Illumination in Glendale, Arizona, which is actually a Jewish family that runs that display. By the way, they're not the only Jewish family that has been on Light Fight. My friend Gary Searland from season 11, episode 1, who went up against the drones we'll talk about later, he's Jewish and he does a huge Christmas Light Fight worthy display. That's kind of cool. And then we had the winners, the first ever, I'll call it parade win Light Fight, Felipe's Winter Wonderland in East Peoria, Illinois. We're going to see that. And I talked about James O'Hennessy and people that give back to the lighting community. Season 8 is where we see another famous guy in the world of lighting, especially pixel lighting, supports a lot of the minis and a lot of the large events. And that's the Matos family out of San Jose, California, in his orchard. He's no longer in an orchard, but we're going to see his orchard again. And then we got another big time person in the group. They're so big, their name has big in it. It's the Bigda family out of Winter Haven, Florida, who I'm highlighting them because, to my knowledge, they're one of the first alternates to win, just like we were. So get your comments in. We're getting close. Let's watch some highlights from season 8. And Jordan, we love you, buddy. I hope you know it's all in fun. Check out Jordan's video tomorrow. Matter of fact, before I go off, I want to try this new feature on StreamYard because it's new. I don't know if you know this is here yet, Charlie. If you don't know how to get to Jordan's page, check this out. See that QR code that popped up? I'll give you a second there. Bring your phones up and you can scan that QR code and it will take you to Jordan's YouTube page. Yes, it'll do that. Try it. Check it out. You got it? If not, you can replay this back and scan it later. But let's get on to the media. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We're going to hide that now. And let's go to season 8 fun facts. 4 minutes of fun. Real fun. Bright fun.
This season, saddle up and buckle in.
I feel like I'm really driving a monster truck right now.
For a ride full of surprises.
Santa, you scared the you-know-what out of me.
As judges Taniya Nayak
This is adorable.
and Carter Oosterhouse
That is a big boy.
award $50,000 prizes
I can't wait.
to America's most electrifying holiday displays.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
It's a sure bet to leave you feeling very warm and fuzzy.
This is so cool. Look at this.
And it's so good, you'll want to eat it all up.
This looks so delicious.
Plus, it's another battle of biblical proportions.
That is a massive snowman.
When our annual heavyweight special returns to heat up the competition.
The next stop, the North Pole.
So get ready to have a blast. Because an all-new chapter
It's just magic. It's magic.
of the Great Christmas Light Fight
I am so impressed right now.
is on.
I can't wait till Christmas.
Next week, our annual heavyweight special comes roaring back.
Massive. 84 feet long.
And it's a real roller coaster of an episode.
Wow.
With displays so big,
We have over 1 million lights. 1 million lights.
they need their own class of competition.
Wow, that's cool.
Plus a second hour that will leave you spinning.
That is the fastest whipping Ferris wheel I've ever seen.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Even though we got no snow in San Jose.
The house is dancing. The tree's dancing.
My light bulb sing and dance.
This is awesome.
Like it's Sunday, dashing through the old
trailers ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a tractor song tonight.
That's a big, huge dance party.
Yep. Snow and ice are very nice, but we like it Sunday.
Well, I want to get in there and get a closer look.
Oh, yeah, let's go check it all out.
Come on, let's go, you guys. Disney character ever known. You know how to do the Olaf dance, right? Let me see those moves.
There's so much happening here. I see lights covering the yard. I see all these cutouts that are animated and moving. This display is unique and one of a kind.
Do you think you have what it takes to be on the show? I don't know. It's pretty intimidating when you go back and watch and you're like, wow, like many of them that have been on the show, all these families, they've all had the same, doubts. Can I be on the show? Am I good enough? Man, there's some amazing displays. And if you're looking to get on the show, I know you can do it. Just try. Go watch my video about how to apply, how to get on the show right on my YouTube channel. Go check it out. And if you want to hear what it was like to be on the show, go watch my episode last week where we had a reunion with 10 Light Fight families that talked about it. And if you still don't understand enough, go see my casting episode where I interviewed the whole casting team from Light Fight. We can get you on the show and you can have an epic video just like that. It's so epic. I need something to drink. We're getting close to bourbon time or
Beware of evildoers.
turbo time. All right. Getting close. We got about 25 minutes left. I'm going to cut it short in that, though. I'm going to make it. Thanks, JR, for the show you do. Professional Triers. Check out the Professional Triers podcast. Search that on YouTube. Watch Christmas on Crestline. Watch the Librarian. Hit like, subscribe. And we'll move on to Season 9. Because Season 9, it's going to be a short video, but it's going to be a memorable video. And the name was mentioned earlier. There's a lot of highlights in Season 9. But the takeaway from Season 9 is it's the first year that aired under COVID. It was filmed just before it happened. So there was a lot of controversy on the internet about families with no masks and people at the displays. But this is the first season where COVID played a role. We have my friends, the Sablick family, who won from Florida. We have many other families, but one of the most memorable ones is our good friend, Evelyn Quintero. And this is where Carter got to see a peaceful meadow. And that win didn't come with ease either. First, Evelyn was also an alternate, if you didn't learn that on one of my last episodes. And Evelyn pulled out the win for the Light Fight Trophy with her peaceful meadow. But it also caused a stir on the internet because a lot of people thought the colors weren't Christmas. It wasn't a Christmas theme. And that's the thing about Light Fight. It has to be lights, obviously, but it's how you celebrate Christmas and how you show your enjoyment of the season. And it could be different. And that's what made it different. That's what made it memorable. It was different. So let's check out this video. It's shorter. It's going to keep us on track. And it's really just a highlight of when Season 9 appeared. And also just a recap of my good friend Evelyn Quintero's Peaceful Meadow. And then we'll check in on the comments again. So get those comments in. We're getting close. Everybody relax. Take a breath. Start to chill down. Enjoy the Peaceful Meadow.
Ready? In
3, 2, 1, light it up!
The nightmare wait is over.
I love this.
A new season is racing in.
You guys are good drivers. I'm impressed.
As the nation's most creative Christmas fanatics,
I can hardly tell you apart.
put the pedal to the meadow.
I feel like I'm in the middle of a real meadow.
In America's favorite holiday competition.
Why do I have goosebumps right now? I'm so excited.
And this year, the stakes are even higher.
This is so tall.
As families from the same state face off.
What is that?
It catches people's attention.
To claim the title of a state champion.
This is how we do it in Florida.
So get ready for some squeaky clean family fun.
Is that a tub on your roof?
Because an all-new season of the Great Christmas Light Fight,
I love these colors,
is on.
If I can bring a smile to a child's face, that's Christmas.
This is truly remarkable. I love these colors. It's so unique. How many lights are there?
There's over 80,000 lights.
Wow. How many flowers do you have?
Over 8,000 flowers that were handmade.
Wow. And they're all handmade.
hand-painted.
Come on.
They're every light.
What? This looks like it's out of a movie.
Are you ready to go see
Let's
one?
do it.
Get in
Yeah,
there?
come on, guys. Let's do it. Come on.
I'm at peace after the Peaceful Meadow. Awesome display, awesome, unique use of lights. I have some of Evelyn's flowers. Many of you watching the show tonight have some of her flowers. That's one of the cool things she does as an alumni of the Great Christmas Light Fight is she sends some of her creations out to new people that have been on the show just to share their experience together. So thank you, Evelyn, for those memories and your Peaceful Meadow. And, you know, we miss you, Evelyn, and Patrick misses everybody too. I do. I was hoping we would get together. I'm hoping I might make it out that way this Christmas and do a Texas tour. We'll see if I can make that happen. And there's a lot of displays to hit up out there. The North Pole official page. Man, Santa's watching me here. Troy at the North Pole, Santa's elf. And he's wondering, with higher prices for Christmas lights, will people be able to put out more lights? I don't know. People like to decorate. I think you'll still see them. I heard they didn't go up too much. I don't buy Walmart lights or Lowe's lights. I use commercial grade, so I really haven't bought any in a while. But I'm sure they've gone up. Devin had to jump off. He's got to go to bed. Guess he's got to work. And I know many of you have to too. So let's move on. Get your last comments in. We're going to move into season 10, and it's a short video. There's a lot that happened in season 10, as a matter of fact. You know, a lot of my good friends that I've had on the show were in season 10. We had the Allison family out of Havana, Florida, with their Symphony of Lights display. Great people. They're doing 1 million lights again this year at a tree farm in their community. We had Ricky Cloutier out of Alabama, who did a big hybrid show, mainly pixels, but he was on. We had Techie in the front, Tacky in the back. I'm sorry, Techie in the front, Tacky in the back. The Castle family out of Florida put on a great display. We had my good friend Tom Stallings do a great display. So there's a lot of cool things that happened in season 10. But the one I'm going to point out kind of caused a controversy, and it happened in Las Vegas. That's the Watkins family, aka Chanel, who was on RuPaul's Drag Race. And that display caused a little bit of controversy on the internet because if you look at the display elements inside and out, there's a big dispute on whether it's really a personal display or the display they use for their commercial business. So let's check out the Watkins family briefly. It's only a little over a minute, this video. Then we'll get to season 11 and 12 and wrap things up. And let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Get those last comments in. Here we go, season 10.
In 3, 2, 1.
Let the highlight of the season begin.
Let it snow!
Monday, November 28th on ABC, the Great Christmas Light Fight returns.
Think the neighbors will see it?
For its sweetest season yet.
We have 5,000 real marshmallows in here.
It'll have you begging for s'more.
Get out of here! This is crazy!
The Great Christmas Light Fight, Monday, November 28th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Absolutely stunning. Can we go in?
Let's do it!
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it?
I feel little in this display. Everything is larger than life.
You nailed it. I mean, that is literally exactly what I wanted.
Not only is it whimsical and playful, but it's super classy also.
Thank you.
What do you think? Definitely an awesome display, but was it commercial? Should it have been on heavyweights? Was a little unfair. I will say it was Daniel Allison's family that actually lost that episode to the Watkins family, but the Watkins family had a great display, well-deserved, very creative, very detailed, took months to put up, and certainly worthy of a win. So really cool, really cool. Evelyn thinks it would be cooler if they had blow mold cows, and I agree. And she even says the peaceful meadow would even be more peaceful with cows. If you need a cow, Robert and Lori Slankard from season 12, they have about 200 of them in their antique shop. Just got to go to Broken Arrow, Oklahoma to buy them. All right. All right. We are getting to the last 2 seasons. We're almost there. And the next one is my favorite season ever. It's season 11. And why is it my favorite season ever? Well, it's because that's when my family finally got the guts to apply and be on the Great Christmas Light Fight. And as I talked about, we applied in our first year, were accepted as an alternate, and then that same year became a full-blown contestant and went on to win the Light Fight trophy. So you can watch some more of our experience on some of my other videos on my YouTube channel. Check it out. Hit like, subscribe. And season 11 really had some fun things. So the first one is there was an episode 0 that prefaced the actual season, and that was the premiere of the second All-Stars episode that recaps seasons 1 through 10. So that got to be watched right around Thanksgiving time. Then, kind of like Chanel's episode in season 10, we got another controversy, folks. We got the premiere of drones as Christmas lights. Yes, the Ward family. And I've met Preston. I've been to one of his drone shows. I've helped set up. Got to hang out with Gary Searlin from the New City North Pole Airport that went up against the drones. We all hung out with Preston. It was really cool. The skyline of Manhattan. But drones came out. They beat out the Hazard's gingerbread house. And Gary, as well as the Green family's inflatable display. What do you think? Are drones Christmas lights? I think it's a new category. I know Christmas on Crestlines had a topic about this, and they are cool. I saw a video come up today. It was a drone company in Dubai. You know, Preston was flying around 1,000 drones in his shows now. He was doing 500 in his episode. They have 7,000 drones in the commercial shows they do. So Preston's probably up there, but the drones are really cool. We'll check that out. Another episode of Heavyweights premieres. Yes, in my season, Heavyweights, episode 4, we had the River of Lights in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We had the Winter Lantern Festival in New York City. We had Galaxy Lights in Houston, Texas. And then we had Garden Lights Holiday Nights out of Atlanta, Georgia, in which it rained when they're the ones that win. And it rained, so the car dropped out. So they filmed their red car episode at my house and then did some magic, Hollywood magic, to make it edit. So go watch my red car episode. It's a couple episodes back. There's some really cool videos about how the red car works if you're interested. And then, of course, episode 6, the Michael family makes their premiere on Light Fight. And I heard just one person has watched it over 1,000 times. I wonder who that could be. So let's check out season 11 highlights. We'll get a few comments here first. And Charlie knows what he's talking about. Season 11. It's epic. It's epic. Patrick says drones are not residential Christmas display, but he didn't say they aren't Christmas lights. I agree. There was argument they should have been not only Christmas, but they probably should have been on the heavyweights. And then the Slanker just saying, you know, drones might be cool, but Broken Arrow is a fun town, is what Charlie said for you. And then my sister-in-law, she's even chiming in. Drones? She thinks drones are crazy. I just bought a drone, by the way. I just said that. I got a Mini 4. The Mini 5 came out, but they're harder to get because at the end of the year, Chinese-made drones are kind of getting shut off by the U.S. government, but the residential ones under 250 grams can be flown. So I'm ready to do that. And then Jordan's saying, if Patrick had drones, he might have won. I don't know. We'll see. We could try it. That's called a new hybrid display, or a tribrid. If you have a pixel light show, a traditional display, and drones. Nobody's done that yet. Ideas for season 14. So let's get this on track here because I want to make sure I get my time in so my StreamYard video doesn't get cut off. Let's watch highlights. Get your last comments in. We'll look at season 12 and then we'll wrap things up. But season 11, we are going to watch 3-minute and 59-second video and then we'll be back. Get your comments in. Tell me what you think. But I got to remove, speaking of comments, first, I do have to go back and hide Jordan's comment. I don't want it up in front of season 11's video. Remember how much I like Jordan. All right, here we go. Enjoy.
Three, two, one.
This season,
This is epic!
we're taking the show to new heights.
That rocket is gigantic.
And we could drone on and on about it.
400 drones.
What?
As families across the nation light up the night
You brought fire in!
with candy-coated Christmas
I love me some Candy Land.
on a whole nother level.
I feel like I'm in an old school video game right now.
To compete for the coveted Light Fight trophy
We put a trophy in the sky.
and $50,000 prize.
From every angle I look, it's perfection.
Plus, our annual heavyweight competition is roaring back
He literally weighs 1 ton.
with the galaxy's
It's out of this world.
wildest displays
It's an African safari.
that are all too monstrously large for any home.
Well, I'm a little scared.
So grab your boarding pass
That is the Elf Traffic Control Tower.
and get ready to take off for the holidays.
We got snow!
Because an all-new season of the Great Christmas Light Fight
It feels like it's raining Christmas.
is on!
When these lights went on, it was just like, bam, right in my face.
We've made our list and checked it twice.
I'm in sensory overload.
Because our best of the best are back
Now that's some blinky blinky flash flash.
for this all-star Light Fight. The Great Christmas Light Fight, new tonight on ABC.
What? Oh my God. No way.
Hope it'd be bigger.
Oh, yeah.
What is, are you kidding me? Wait, is that what I think it is? No way, how many are there?
400
That
drones.
is
Get ready to have a blast with 2 back-to-back episodes of the wildest displays in the galaxy.
It's out of this world.
The Great Christmas Light Fight, tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Hit it, Santa. This is the wow moment.
the whole shebang.
You are the champions of the Great Christmas Light Fight. 3, 2, 1, blow it up! Look at this! This is just amazing! It's not just covered in lights, it's covered in blow molds. Looks like 1 million of them.
Almost 1 million. We're trying to get there.
I bet you're pretty close by the way it looks. Look at the choir in the front, but over there I'm seeing another choir and another choir.
We've got a few choirs. We got 3 sides for you to see around this interactive display.
This is awesome. But it doesn't just stop at blow molds. You've got mega trees. Your trees are wrapped in lights. And everything is laid out so beautifully.
Huh? 1 million blow molds? I think Miss Kim would disown me if I had 1 million blow molds, but I'm trying to get there. Season 11 was fun, and it changed our life. It's been really great to take that experience and expand it to a show like this and meet friends like are watching us and our future friends that are going to be on the show. And I'm glad you indulged to check us out on Disney Plus. Season 11, episode 6. We're still out there. Speaking of episodes and seasons, we're going to get to 12, but just an FYI, for season, you know what, I'm going to hold that. I'm going to hold it till I play season 12. I'm going to play season 12 first, because I do have an FYI. That's be part of my baker's dozen. Again, one more than 12. So let's check on these comments. We're going to play season 12, come back and check in, and then we're going to end the show. We got 7 minutes left, so let's do this. But final comments, get them in. Charlie says, drones, maybe they aren't for residential display, but they are. America's Got Talent thing. Yes, he almost won America's Got Talent. Very cool. Charlie, thank you. Glad you joined in for the whole show. I mean, you've gone 2 hours before, and I'm sure we're going to watch Light Fight this year and comment on it like we did last year. Got to figure out if it's on your channel, my channel, or how we connect them. But we'll have guests in. I think we're going to have 2-hour shows again this year. And you agree, 1 million blow molds? Yeah, there's a lot out this year, so I could get to that number if I bought them all. All right, I want to get to the last season and then recap and keep it on track. So thank you everybody for joining in tonight. Don't leave yet, because we still got, again, one more video, then we'll come back and just chat and get final comments. But season 12, I'm not showing everybody. We have the Slankards, the Mocks. We have a bunch of people from season 12, Chris Clark. But in season 12, the thing I did want to point out, and it's well-deserved, is the Campbell family. Many people have met Yvonne Campbell at a lot of the minis and trade shows. And she was also on Light Fight. She kept a great secret when we saw her at the mini. Let me take this comment off. In Kansas City, and Charlie met her there. We didn't know she was on the show yet. Well, it turns out she was on the show, and her family won in North Carolina, making her family only the second African-American family ever win behind the Childs family, you know, from the Olympic team. So I think that's a great accomplishment and a great display. So we'll see that. And then also, we talked about the youngest Light Fight champion, and this is where we see what many might consider the youngest Light Fight champions. So we'll see a little clip of that. I don't know if Jordan's still here watching it. He probably went to go put his train outside to get it ready for the viral video tomorrow. But let's get our final comments in. Let's watch this video. It's 2 minutes and 46 seconds, and then we'll wrap things up. So season 12, Patrick and all, might not be on the cut except for the promo, but we've had you on before. Slankards, we've had you on before. I wanted to give Yvonne some time. So let's check this out. Season 12.
It's time to light up the holidays.
Let there be love.
The Great Christmas Light Fight.
I just love Christmas.
And the season has never been so much fun.
That is crazy.
The Great Christmas Light Fight premieres December 5th on ABC.
3, 2, 1.
And your house looks spectacular. You have stretched this so far.
And all the way back.
And it goes all the way in the back. You guys, there is so much to see right now.
Covered everything. Look at this. So cool.
Is that you are the youngest Light Fight champion ever. Congratulations. Good job.
The two youths To what? What was that word? To what?
What?
Did you say utes?
Yeah, 2 utes.
What is a ute?
Oh, excuse me, Your Honor. 2 youths.
What do you think, folks? Season 12, there's been a lot of other great families, and we'll have them on the show again, just like we did in the past. But congrats to Yvonne. Congrats to the Blasco family. And for what it's worth, I agree, Jordan. According to Light Fight, you have to be 18 to accept the prize. So the family actually did it. I'm sure their dad's the one to get on the roof. But let's give the kids some credit. They designed the display, and it's great. And it was really tough for the Slankards because they were up against these kids, and it made it tough. So Robert thinks Jordan went to bed because he's so young, maybe. And Jordan says, it's fake news, Brian, it's fake news. And then Monty, I agree, another great show. You know, we got a minute left, so we got 2 minutes left. I am going to play the outro, and everybody, please comment. Thanks for joining, like, subscribe, and I'm so glad to be your librarian, your great Christmas Light Fight resource. And it was really fun tonight. Thanks for hanging in there, and stay safe decorating. Have a great Halloween, great Christmas, and we'll see you on the next episode of The Librarian. Good night.
Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake just as fast as you can. Roll it, pat it, mark with me. Put it in the oven for my baby and me. And I'm gone. Patting and a baking, I'm gone. Shaking and a quaking, I'm gone. Rocking and a rolling, I'm gone. Rubbing and a stomping, I'm gone. Gone, 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 gone.